We do greatly appreciate your presence here on American Muslim 360. And your live stream should be up in about 15 seconds. And you are now live streaming. The mic is yours.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Is my screen being shared? I have my PowerPoint pulled up. Do I need to do something different? Can you all see it? Let me go back to the Zoom.
We can see you. Here, let me turn the host seat over to you, and that will help you with your sharing. So you are now the host.
Okay. And pardon me for my ignorance on this. I might need for you to walk me through how to share this.
Okay, so you're gonna hit that green button says share.
Okay, I see it.
You'll see your PowerPoint. Just before you click that, click to the side where it says share audio and optimize video.
Okay, the screen I'm on now, it has, I'm looking at entire screen, application windows, but below application windows is the first page on my PowerPoint.
You want to click that and click the share sound to the right of your screen. You see two little buttons.
Okay, again, pardon me, I'm looking at application windows, and then my first screen, you're saying click on that.
You're gonna to the right.
I click share first?
No, click to the right of it. You see share sound?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
click those two buttons, share sound and optimize video. Then click your PowerPoint.
I'll go back over here and click the PowerPoint, right?
Yes. And now click, there you go.
Is it up?
It's screen sharing. Yes, it's up. We see it.
It's up now. Praise to Allah.
So it's still up?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yes, I think we're at the top of the hour, and I like to be aware of everyone's time. Again, those who just joining us this week, who wasn't with us last week, I am Tariq Abdul Mu'min. I reside in Biloxi, Mississippi, and also serve as the Imam for the Biloxi Islamic Center. I'm into my 15th year. I'm a native of Mississippi. Carthage is outside of Jackson, northeast of Jackson, in a different county. And I've been on the Mississippi Gulf Coast since 1985 for this at the longest length of time. And about, I want to say a little bit more than probably 10 to 12 years ago, the way that my consciousness was turned on with trying to understand, how do you go into business? I shared this briefly last week, and so I called the Department of Treasury in this state, because I'm thinking they dealing with money. Businesses deal with money. That's where you start at, because I didn't come from no environment where we was business people. However, my daddy was a barber, and that was his business. So they said, no, you need to call the Secretary of State's office. That's who handled that. So I started there, and here I am today. Created a number of, I have a number of presentations, and I did it basically from self-study, reading Entrepreneur, Black Enterprise, Forbes, Investopedia, numerous of sources dealing with business establishment, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, foremost and first, after having listening to me being a student, as many of you all are, of Imam Tariq Muhammad, and foremost and first, we know our prophet was a businessman. So I started journeying into looking into the Quran, everywhere that term or the terms that's mentioned for business. And I started there. And the information that I got, from what different sources on Prophet Muhammad, And I have come to where I'm at now with these PowerPoint presentations, using them as an educational piece on a business establishment. We have slides on what Imam Muhammad taught us on business. We have slides where that I titled the one from that's showing the business language from the Quran, the products and services that we found mentioned in the Quran. I have attached the current monetary value of those products and services that we find in the Quran. And I titled it, The Quran, your business partner. And that came from a lecture that I was listening to Imam Muhammad. And he said, when I finish here today, I'm paraphrasing because I'm not looking at the exact quote, that when I finish here today, I want you to know that you have the Quran as a business partner. So that being said, our program is YB, an entrepreneur. Again, I'm Tariq Abdul Mu'min, founder and director and host now. Thank to those of you at American Muslim 360 in your audience. And if you look at the top, where I have that cartoon drawing of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and strong message here. We know he coined the term "do for self," if my history memory serves me correct. And if you look on the little character standing upright, holding the briefcase, I added, "We're helping people do for self for the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute." And we got more organized in 2019. So that's why I have established since 2019. And also, if you look further down, quote, I think as Muslims, we should just shout when someone says, "Come, let us make an effort to improve our business circumstances." We should just shout, "Hey, let's go, let's go." We should be ready to go. And that is a quote from Imam Muhammad. So we thank you for joining us, and a little bit about the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute. And again, you see this slide, it has, I don't know who in our community designed this slide, this picture here, this cartoon image. But what we make an effort to do at the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute, and I might add, we are a 501c3 nonprofit faith-based community organization. This entity been established since 1995, 1996 as a religious institution, but I don't want to go through that history on why it didn't develop. So I renamed it because I was one of the founding members to where we are today. So this organization is organized to make sure that the enthusiasm for business growth stays with us, to make sure as many people as possible are involved with business within our neighborhoods. We are promoting and keeping things happening. Now, again, I'm quoting Imam, and I think you all can see this on the screen. We know who he, I'm gonna keep this in the present tense, who he is, because he's still the son of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He said, "Our business people have to see our roots in the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's call to financial responsibility, to business development, to some economic plan. We can't deny him that credit that he has earned. He was the one who excited us, the African-American people. It was an excitement to have a bigger appetite for not only wealth, but also also for a bigger responsibility that gives bigger respect to a people." And then we know we all have read different articles that was in person with some of these things he talked about. And I have several quotes from Imam. "We have to grow financially. Our community cannot support our schools, our mosque, our religious and spiritual needs if we don't have money. We have to have money. I'm not going to be stupid waiting around here waiting on some rich Arab, some rich Iranian to give us some money. I don't want that. My self-respect don't want that. So the best way is the way that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us, do for self." And then I already gave this one on the flyer, so we'll bypass that. And then we have come to a point in our growth as a Muslim community in America that if we don't create finances for ourselves and our children, we can't and won't grow anymore as an impactful and productive Muslim community in America. You just can't have. This is how he says Islamic life has to be expressed. You just can't have Islamic life in your heart, in your spirit. Islamic life has to be expressed in Islamic structures. Islamic life has to be expressed in halal businesses. Islamic life has to be expressed in homes owned by Muslims, in factories owned by Muslims. Yes, in productive land owned by Muslims, in transportation for shipping products owned by Muslims, in cars and buses and trucks, trains and airplanes owned by Muslims. And the last one, we cannot have a healthy community or a healthy morale, good morale for our community if we don't have a showing in business growth or business development. It's a must. It will be heavy on our soul. It will be taxing our spirit if we don't have a business showing in our community. Business is a must. You have to produce for yourself. Take care of your own. That means your own neighborhood. Two, we need people of like interests, especially business interests. If you know each other and you know something is happening in your area by persons of good character and they are contributing to the business growth of our association of members, their people in their locale should try to tie up with them. If they have like minds and like interests, tie together. Now, I got this in bold print. And we do need organizations that organize just to make sure that the enthusiasm for business growth stays with us and to make sure as many business people as possible are involved with business of our neighborhood. We need organizations just of business people to promote and keep things happening. So that's where I got our slogan from for the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute. About us. I got it from this quote right here. I got a call coming in. Now, so that's the end, and yes, I think that is the last one on this slide. Yes, that's the end of that one. So now, normally what we do, our topic for today, let me go ahead and give that, and we'll get back to that. But we're going to go in the order in which I did it last week, but we got a different topic for today. And we are, let me take a brief here. Yes, we want to look at the different businesses that some have given support. Some I took it upon myself to these businesses because I know they need it. And so what we are doing now, let me pull that screen up.
You can just go back to share and click the
Yeah,
new screen.
you're going to have to work with me, Sister, again, because believe me, this memory is not as good as it used to be.
So just hit stop share.
Okay, let me pull them up. I'm tapping on the screen now. And
okay.
Yeah, so pardon me for my ignorance on this.
No, that's okay. We all had to learn it. We all had to learn it just like you're doing. So no
Thank you.
problem.
So I hit share, right?
Yeah, click the new one that you want and hit share again.
I think I got it. All right now, Tariq. We learning. I like being a student. Saying it has failed. It's opening. The PowerPoint is not opening. I have again this laptop that I'm using. It's not the best. So bear with me. The screen share has failed to start. Okay.
And while you're saying that, I would just like to make a comment while you're looking that up. Just like to make a comment. Many times we look at things in terms of what we lost, and that we don't have that anymore. But my thing is, looking at it half full, the glass half full. At least we had it. We were
Right.
able to take our resources and establish those things, and establish millions of dollars worth of business assets. But one arm of that was not established was the security of it, being able to secure it from predators and people that took advantage of business. So our Imam blessed us to increase our morals, increase our ethical knowledge, and to know that we uh, should not operate in positions where we're vulnerable, and secure the successes that we make. So, inshallah, we won't make those mistakes going forward, and we're able to establish and then build without losing to people that are corrupt, inshallah.
Right. Okay, let me try this again. I have that up. Turn to meeting. Still saying it's failed. Okay.
Brother Muhammad, if you could, your hand is still raised. If you could lower it, and then if you still want to make a comment, you can raise it again so it could be acknowledged. Thank you.
Yes, if he will, sister, I accept if he would like to go ahead and make those comments now. I have it up on my screen. Now I need to go back and hit this button. See if this is working here. Okay, I might have some action.
Go ahead, Brother Muhammad, with your comment or question.
Okay, it's there. Is that screen showing? It still got the same flyer, but the on the header.
I'm sorry, I was on mute. It is showing.
Okay, then. From the beginning.
You said I may go ahead and make my comments?
Yes, go ahead, since I had you all waiting, if you will, and then we'll
Yes.
start on the different businesses that support us.
Okay, thank you, Imam Tariq.
Yes.
Just the information that Sister Munira was reading to us about all the businesses that we had established and all. Imam said when he came to leadership, there was nothing left. And Imam Kareem just said from St. Louis, he said right went off the last program, he said we were left with debt. Even some of those houses that we had, he said he took pictures of houses that belonged to private people. They were not part of Nation Islam.
Yeah, now, if I may add to that real briefly here, I know in the 10th anniversary address, he made mention of that too. That address, as far as I think I got it saved in my folder on my YouTube account, that particular address. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So if we will, let's go ahead and look at the different businesses. And I got my volume turned on here, so making the sound of a cash register from this. Okay. So can you all see that the screen saying doing business with one another?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
we see it.
This is from chapter 4 and Nisa, verse 29. Where Allah say, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la taqulu amwalikum bainakum. Oh, those who believe, the people of faith. And I'm kind of not going exactly with how it has been translated and deal it with in our situation. Do not just destroy your wealth between yourselves. And he said, Bitali unjustly ila an takuna tijaratin an taradin minkum. But let there be business going on, a mutual exchange of business. And when you look at it where it say right here, if the arrow is clear, taradin, this is a sixth verb form talking about an interchange going on. And then he said in conclusion of it, wala taqtulu anfusikum inna Allaha kana bikum rahim. And do not destroy your precious human life. Truly, Allah to you all, to all of us, is merciful. And I have a brief quote here from the prophet. I'll just give one of them, where it's reportedly that he said that the honest merchant is with the prophets, is with the prophets. So that's not saying the honest merchant is a prophet. So I'll leave that there. So what we have, support our sponsors' business. And the first one here is a business that's located here along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And my dear sister, if you're with us again this morning, I'm not going to be Speedy Gonzalez and saying these telephone numbers, okay? And they up on the screen. So, but anyway, Belo's Mobile Oil Change business, nice young brother in our community here in Biloxi. He started this mobile oil change business. And I won't he's currently worked for a national change in their automotive department. And he approached me and asked me what he need to do. And he do the same thing there. And he said, I want to do my own. I said, okay, let me show you what to do. And he followed that and he registered the right way. And he has a great clientele who call him to come to their homes, their businesses. And sometimes some of the Muslims, we have an empty lot near our masjid in Biloxi. They pull up there, and he changed their oil out there for them and things like that. So that's Brother Arif. His full name Arifullah from Benin. Is his country of birth and origin. And so his number is 347. If you all can see the screen, I won't read off their telephone numbers if you need to reach out. Okay, particularly if you're along the Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana coastline, he'll come to you. The next one, this is the stepson of Imam Abin Sharif at New Medina, Sabir Abdul Haq. If you need some things done on your electronics, reach out to our brother Sabir. And most of all these businesses that you will see here, you can find them on Facebook. Graceline proposed federal credit union. Membership is free at this time. If you would like to know more, again, you can see the number on the screen, and as well as the website, website and the email address. We meet monthly. And I say it we because they either last year, was it this year, they asked me to be one of the board members. And I'm grateful to them for Allah foremost and first for allowing and asking me to be a part of it. So again, membership is free and everything. So reach out and sign up, and so we can get this for ourselves, for our community. This is a business they're along here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, Heavenly Herbs and Tea. Miss Yolanda Chaplin. Again, you can see what she do, herbal teas and things. She have a numerous of things there. I met them at an open market in Biloxi. And of course, we all know, if you don't know, the Muslim Journal is doing their 21st annual Time to Be Grateful Conference. It's in the city. Someone help me out here because it has slipped my mind what city it's going to be in. Well, anyway,
it's going to be Newark, New Jersey.
Thank you. Newark, New Jersey. Thank you. Now I see it here at the very bottom to the right of Imam Muhammad, Mujahideen Muhammad. You can see the subscription rates and prices, et cetera, et cetera. And I think we all know how to get in touch with the Muslim Journal. They also have a Facebook page, or you can Google them and find out their telephone number, et cetera, et cetera.
Brother Imam Tariq,
yes.
This
Yes.
is Mark Shahid, and I don't want to interrupt you.
Mark, if you will,
No,
let
I
me
want to.
get through this. Mark, please let me get through this, okay? Let me get through
Okay.
this. Then when we get to that period, you can take care of your questions and comments, okay? Thank you, my dear
Yes,
beloved
sir.
brother. Now, our dear beloved sister, Khalida Akbar, this is a book she has written, a practical application manual, Vows, and the book is $20. And where you can see the price and how to get in contact with her to purchase this book. She has another book that covering come on here, I'm not saying, oh, right here, Raiment, the Covenant of Righteousness, the same price. Give her a call to order your book. And your dear beloved brother, Tariq Abdul Mu'min, he's the owner of Rijal Suits Fit Shop. This is where it's not a physical place yet. I meet those persons in the area particular, or they come to me and I measure them up and take the order, and the suit will come to me or ship direct to them. And that's me showing one of the suits that we have available, retail and wholesale. Is available for any of these suits. We have shirts and winter coats and jackets. They'll be available when the fall winter come in. These are Italian cut suits, stitched, not put together with glue. Another brother in our community, a Palestinian brother, him and his colleagues, they are produced and have produced this drill set. And the unique thing about it, in the back of it, where if you see the arrow, if you lose your hammer, it has a strike plate there. If you say, oh, I can't find my hammer, you don't want to get off the ladder or what, so you just turn that around and you can finish nailing that nail into that piece of wood. If you're interested, it's ready for purchase. If you're interested in that, it's available. So you see Brother Sam's number there. You can give them a call. Thor's Machinery. And also, he's a real estate consultant, but that particular office is located in Slidell, same number, and everything. You can see what they do, the consultants. Another person, this is the mother or the daughter of the lady, I forget who they are, but they mother and daughter, the lady that got the tea. And this one here, For Your Eyes Only, she make jewelry, candles, et cetera, et cetera. They mother and daughter. Emma is the mother. Yeah, Emma is the mother. Yolanda is the daughter. Unbreak Wireless Repair. This is another brother in our masjid in Biloxi, Brother Muhammad. He repairs cell phones. And this one, this is another brother in our masjid. He has a food catering business he recently started, and this is his Carowin logo, but he's working on that and everything. So that's all the business, and I drafted this from the Muslim Journal. We all familiar with, let me go back, what's in the Muslim Journal, and I was showing this when people was actually coming, when I was having the workshops at the library, at the Islamic Center. I drafted this from the language from the Muslim Journal, products and services not allowed, and you can see what's there. And for me to promote, for a person to get up and to talk about their business. And I tried to handle it in a way, if you in this presentation, in this quote unquote workshop today, if your business, are you thinking about starting a business that fit in any of these 8 categories, I say don't make mention of it. Just say you're trying to start a business and everything. And I have also told persons who has considered bringing me to do this. And when I brought this to their attention, there was some strange looks on some of them face, because some people have no care about any of this. So that's why I have here anything contrary to the Bible and the Quran in word and spirit. We reserve the right to accept or reject products and services based on our faith tradition. So from that, what we want to do, we want to go to the Quran. And I hope I don't have the same experience in getting back here.
Brother Brother Imam.
Brother, again, hold on. Let me finish my presentation. We're going to have some. Is this Mark? Yeah, we have a time period for that, unless your question was going to be about the businesses. Was that your question or
Yes,
concern?
yes, yeah,
Go ahead.
it is. It is,
Okay,
Brother
go ahead.
Imam. And this,
Go ahead.
yes. I appreciate what you are giving. It's very valuable to the community. However, I'm visually challenged. So those who are able to look at the screen to get the number of the entities primarily, I'm not able to do that. Only thing I'm just asking that maybe in the future in your presentations, if you're doing that, it wouldn't take much just to say the number, because then I could record the number, and if it's something that I want to look into, I would be able to contact those entities too, if you would consider that. I'm just visually challenged. I can't apologize for that.
My apologies for that, Mark. I am aware of your challenges, and I ask Allah to forgive me, and I ask you to forgive me as well. What we need to do, I'm going to go ahead and give you my number. Okay, it's 228-209-2877. So give me a
repeat
call.
that one more time. Repeat that one more time. I'm putting my second brain on it. So repeat it, Imam Tariq.
I like that second brain. I need to get me another one, maybe 3 more. 228-209-2877. So what I want you to do is to give me a call, not immediately after this, later in the evening, because I have another presentation to do for some young people on entrepreneurship. Yes. So now, where are we? We want to turn you to the Quran, and let me go ahead here and slideshow. I hope I'm doing this correct. Is it showing? Is the screen showing? Do I need to start all over
Not
again?
yet. It's not showing yet.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Hold on. I think.
Then click the one you want and hit share again.
Okay. Okay. I think I got it now.
Okay, now it's coming on.
Is it up?
It's up now. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
That's it. All right. I'm gonna be experienced at this by next week. Okay, this is a little brief narrative who I am, etc. I'm the founder and director of the sometimes I say EID Institute, the EID Institute. And I guess as many as you all are I'm like many of you all, we're students of Imam Muhammad. And I have already mentioned the Biloxi Islamic Center, and I showed you that I'm the owner manager of Rijal Soup Fit Shop. So you're familiar with this slide here, and everything. And so, and as I have here, you can see the Quran as a business partner, a chapter by chapter of the monetary value of products and services mentioned in business development that mentioned in the Quran. And I'm gonna have to, if I will, I'm gonna have to take this down to get to where I want to be, because it's I lost it. No, I didn't. Hold on. No, I didn't. Because it's on slide 235. Okay. Did it? Is it sharing with you all?
Yes, it is. We see it. The order to strike.
Okay, that's oh no, I don't want to start from Karen's slide. Okay, yes, this is where I want to be. So you all can see that verse 39. Yes. I think that's
the human person is not going to.
Let me go
Get
back one to make sure. Okay, that's okay. Yes, this is where I want to be. Now, Allah says here, وَأَنَّ لَسَنَّا لِإِنسَانِ إِلَى مَا سَيْعَ, is that truly the human person, and of course you all know we're using our teacher's language here, is not going to get except what they strive for, make an effort, make a work. And the word here, if you look at, we're dealing with this word saya, okay? Back. What they strive for. So Allah through his book, Quran, informs us that if we do good and strive and work for excellence in this world, we're going to receive excellence and get the results of excellence to our credit, recognition, and enjoyment. So I just gave his commentary, in my opinion, for this verse. Okay? The next verse, 40, وَأَنَّ سَعْيَهُ سَوْفَ يُرَى, and truly his striving will soon be visible, will be known. And the beautiful thing, when you look right here, this is a present future tense right here. Make this is a present future tense. So your efforts, your work, and his quote continue. This is also addressing business people. If business people work for excellence in their business, then their business will be seen for excellence. People will associate the person in the business with excellence. And we have one more verse on that. And we conclude also with the quote from Imam. ثُمَّ يُجْزَاهُ جَزَاءَ الْأَوْفَى. Then his rewards will be the reward of the fullest, It will be said, and quoting Imam again, you have an excellent product. You give excellence in service, but that recognition doesn't come unless you strive for it in the spirit of excellence and in the spirit of goodness, So this is what Imam has taught us. And now we want to get into our topic of today. So give me a minute again, get out of this one and go to the slide of our topic for today. And of course, our topic is the Quran and the life of the Prophet, and then our Imam. So we know those are our main topics. So where are we? If anyone have a brief expression or concern why I'm trying to pull up this slide, this is your time to do it.
Yes, alhamdulillah. As you were presenting it, what Imam Muhammad did, all praises due to Allah, was decentralizing our organization. It put the emphasis on the individuals in our community establishing businesses of their own instead of a conglomerate, which is one of the reasons why the corruption spread. But individual business established through families and partnerships have better control to avoid that type of loss going forward. And it's more support across the board for families that in turn support community life and mosque and schools, as he stated before. So it's an excellent strategy, and it corrects the flaw that was in the Nation of Islam, with the nation owning the holdings of most of the assets. So thank you for this insight. The entrepreneur in the community is a foundational.
You're welcome, sir.
Alhamdulillah.
Is there any more additions or comments before I get into this next one here? If I will, I want to go back just real briefly here and show that brother that mentioned that he no.
We can't hear you, Brother Imam.
I'm trying to pull up something briefly here, so my apologies. I should have made that known. I won't pull up this particular screen. I just bring this to this brother attention from last week when we was talking about the military contracts, and we know in verse 8, sort of to Anfield, chapter 8. I mean, sort of to Anfield, ayat 60. Allah talks about that we were briefly talking about last week, dealing with armor and things. In 2024, the United States spent approximately $997 billion on its military. And so I have listed below that China, 126 billion. Then the last one is France, 43 billion. And so that's what we were briefly talking about last week. So let me end this one and go to the next one here. This thing. So while I'm doing that, if anyone have anything they want to say while I'm pulling up this next slide here, please do so.
Are you looking for the ayat where we protecting each other from our mutual violence?
Yeah, well, that was chapter 8, Surah Anfield, verse 60. I just wanted to bring that to mention the monies that our government are spending on war, and following that, it's a list of companies that has these large contracts on very large contracts on military. And if after I finish this slide, if we need to go back to it, we can, and to look at the companies that has contracts with the United States government on different things, providing them with clothing, armor, et cetera, et cetera.
Brother Bilal has his hand raised.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, praise be to Allah. As we go about preparing ourselves to establish ourselves in business, make sure that we look into the policies of this administration, the government administration, so we can see the things that might affect us negatively and positively. So we can devise the right kind of strategy, and we can target our businesses for success by doing our homework. But look at the effect that terrorists have on your products that you might have coming in or going out, and so we can be we can have a good insight on what would make us successful. I just want to mention that. So, but brother Imam, we get together with a sister who deals with the procurement process, and we're gonna have inshallah a call being sent out to her by the executive director of CWSC, parent company AM 360, to have her on what we call Friday Roundtable. Yeah, so we'll get that information out when she comes on the program. Inshallah, if Allah allow that to happen, and we want you to be we want you to be on that program to access certain things.
Thank you.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you. Okay. If we will, what we'll do now, we want to look at the topic for today, if I should say, I'm gonna say the subtopic because the main topic is what Allah has said in the Quran. This is strategies for building a successful entrepreneur mindset. Is the screen up, sister?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Building a successful entrepreneur mindset and a successful business with these tips. Are you an entrepreneur who is struggling with self-doubt? Do you sometimes feel like you're not cut out to be an entrepreneur and that you're not going to succeed? Well, let me tell you something. Every successful entrepreneur has faced self-doubt at one point or another. But what sets them apart is their capability to overcome it and persevere. The following are some techniques and strategies for building a successful entrepreneur mindset. These key strategies will help you build a successful business and be confident that they will work for you. And just remember what we I'm just bringing us back to remember of last week when we discussed the verse about not having a fear of failure. If you just do these simple things that Allah had asked us to do, put your trust and faith in Him, you can expect to have a business that will never fail. So that the Quran and all of the books that I have on motivation and et cetera, self-help books, none of them measure up to what Allah has said in the Quran. I mean, they're very good written books, very good motivations there. But when it comes to business, that one verse supersedes any of those quotes and things those good men and women put in their books. That if you just remember Allah and establish the prayer. The power of positive thinking. The first step in building a successful entrepreneurial mindset is to adopt a positive attitude. It is all about the power of positive thinking. If you believe you can achieve something, you're more likely to do it. When faced with a challenge, instead of thinking, I can't do this, try reframing your thoughts to, what can I do to make this happen? Instead of your weaknesses, focus on your strengths and what you can bring. Embrace failure. One of the biggest fears for entrepreneurs is failure. But the truth is that failure is an inevitable part of the entrepreneur journey. Every entrepreneur has failed at some point or another. It's how you react to that failure that matters. Failing on failures, use them as learning experiences. Take the time to reflect on what went wrong and use those lessons to improve and do things differently next time. Maybe that should have been the next time. I made a typo probably. As Thomas Edison once said, I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that it wouldn't work. Surround yourself with positive people. Your mindset is heavily influenced by the people you surround yourself with. Surrounding yourself with negative people who constantly bring you down will not help you build a successful entrepreneur mindset. Instead, surround yourself with positive, like-minded individuals who inspire you to improve. Join entrepreneur groups and attend networking events to meet other entrepreneurs on a similar journey. Stay motivated with good goal setting. Setting goals is an amazing way to stay motivated and focus on what you want to achieve. Start by setting long-term goals. Where do you want to be in 5, 10, or even 20 years? Break those long-term goals down into smaller, achievable milestones and set deadlines for when you want to achieve them. Don't forget to celebrate your achievements along the way. This will keep you motivated and focused on your end goals. Take action and be resilient. One of the key factors between successful and unsuccessful entrepreneurs is taking action. Successful entrepreneurs don't wait for opportunities to come, they create them. By taking action but taking action isn't always easy. It requires a lot of hard work and resilience. You're going to face obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way. But it's very important to keep pushing forward and not give up in the face of adversity. Embrace risk with a calculated approach. Entrepreneurship is inherently risky. You're building something from scratch, and there's no guarantee it will work out. But successful entrepreneurs don't shy away from risk. They embrace it with a calculated approach. Before taking any risk, it's important to research and weigh the pros and cons, identify potential risks, and plan how you're going to mitigate them. This will surely help you make informed decisions and increase your chances of success. Adopt a growth mindset. To build a successful entrepreneur mindset, you need to adopt a growth mindset. This means believing that you can grow and improve rather than thinking that your abilities are set in stone. With a growth mindset, you're more likely to take risk, embrace failure, and be resilient in the face of challenges. You're also more open to feedback and continuously learning and improving yourself and your business. The importance of self-care. Entrepreneurship can be incredibly demanding, both physically and mentally. It's important to take care of yourself if you want to build a successful business. This means getting enough sleep, eating a healthy diet, and exercising regularly. And I'm going to interrupt myself. I have a challenge getting enough sleep, because it's like I be telling myself, man, you need to go down, you need to get some sleep, because I be looking and doing researching so much, either in the Quran or constantly looking at this piece on entrepreneurship, trying to improve it. But I do eat pretty healthy though, and regularly exercise. I go walking for about at least 3.25 miles every morning. I do my walking, and as well as I did it this morning too. It started about 6:30. Don't ever forget to take time for yourself and do things you enjoy. Burnout is a real risk for entrepreneurs. Regular breaks can prevent it. Overcoming imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is a common feeling among entrepreneurs. It's the feeling that you don't deserve success and you will be exposed as a fraud. But the truth is that most successful entrepreneurs have felt this way at some point in their journey. One way to overcome imposter syndrome is to focus on your achievements and the value you bring to your business. Take time to acknowledge your success and efforts you have put in to get there. It is very helpful to remember that everyone has unique strengths and weaknesses. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on building your skills and knowledge. Excuse me. Building a support system. As an entrepreneur, you're going to face challenges and setbacks. Having a support system can make a huge difference in your ability to overcome those challenges. Whether it's a mentor, a coach, a group of like-minded entrepreneurs, having people to turn to for advice and support can be incredibly helpful. Don't be scared to reach out to others and ask for help when needed. Building a successful entrepreneur mindset requires a lot of hard work, dedication, and resilience. But by adopting a positive attitude, embracing failure, surrounding yourself with positive people, setting goals, taking action, embracing risk with a calculated approach, adopting a growth mindset, practicing self-care, overcoming imposter syndrome, and building a support system, you'll be well on your way to build a business empire. Remember, every successful entrepreneur has faced self-doubt at one point or another, but it's how you overcome that self-doubt that sets you apart from the rest. So keep pushing forward, stay motivated, and never give up on your entrepreneur plans. You've got this. And that concludes some strategies for building a successful entrepreneur mindset. So if any of you would like to make some comments or additions concerning this particular presentation here that I just brought to you all's attention, please do so.
I'm sorry if I'm talking too much.
That's
But
why we're here, sister, to talk to one another.
Alhamdulillah. You know, I personally think that it would be very good when we talk about the good things that we established in the past, that we dwell on those good things and not so much the loss of it and how it was lost, because it creates an atmosphere that we shouldn't really trust each other. You know, we lost everything and it was taken from us, and the people robbed us and this and this and that. But look at the ways where Imam Muhammad, may Allah be pleased with him and bless him, for and his father, for all the efforts that gave us the model in the first place that we can use, and the corrections that were made by the Imam after seeing those issues that caused us to lose it, and then look to how we can avoid that. How can we avoid loss and protect ourselves against loss going forward? Um, and again, we go back to what Allah says in the Quran about contracts, reducing it to writing, entering into contracts, all the things that Allah outlines in the Holy Quran for us to avoid loss. Allah has included that in the Revelation as well. So I just want to encourage some optimism when looking at our past, and look for ways that, yeah, we lost it, but you know, we can get it back again through entrepreneurship. And how can we avoid losing it going forward and put our energy there? I'll stop there.
Anyone else?
Martha Nyla here. Assalamu alaikum, Imam.
Assalamu
Alhamdulillah. Let me get in the lights. I can do justice for the YouTube family. Yes, and double humping. I'm thinking of a camel with the two humps with manure, with twin setting on what she just said, and finding it. Now I've found in talking with myself. Sometimes you get pushed into situations, and what I mean is, I'm such a study horse, or a researcher, to the point that when you make comments in neighborhood settings, is what I'm speaking of. You make comments, and the next thing you know, you're being sought out. And, wait a minute, I write this first book. All righty, man. This first book. I have a lot of pages, a lot of written pages, but it's not collect. It's not. It was like when I tried to learn knitting, and I knitted. I did the. I don't know if everyone remember, but the purling on the hooks, the two needles that you use. but then I didn't know how to loop it off and get over to the other, to make it into a sweater or whatever. And so likewise with the writing the book. And so when you spoke about business and the mindset and the strengthening of self-worth and evaluating self, and not to the point of diminishing um your esteem and your belief system. uh so that's, I guess, only I can do that, huh? Jump that hurdle.
Mm,
I'm speaking of the book form for as part of the business
mm,
method.
mm,
When you mention about mentor
mm-hmm.
or you know like-minded persons, anyone else trying to write a book or trying to
Yes.
tie it off or trying to, you
Well, that's
know
what I did one of the things that I did, I started associating with persons who was trying to do the same thing that I'm trying to do, be an entrepreneur. I stayed close to the Quran and studied what we have available from the Prophet, being a businessman. And of course, by getting having access to all the different lectures and writings that Imam Muhammad had done in his lifetime and given study to that, and then getting these other things that I put myself into studying, that's what helped me stay the course. Because when you're putting yourself around people who are who got that fear of failure, and so you're gonna have some challenges. And I was trying to get back. I want to show something else right quick. Yeah, I got it here. I want to go back to the email. Uh, is that on the screen? Business investments. Is that are you all seeing that?
yes.
Okay. Now, this is from an article he did. Uh, uh, Business requires strength. It says the African American carry the greatest burden of social fear in this country. Much of it is due to past conditioning under white supremacy. This is what we have to realize. A few select will have to break out of that kind of conditioning and insist that those who work with us and share our field be not afraid to make a mistake. There are pencils with erasers, so don't be afraid to write and make a mistake. If you make a mistake, erase it. And I think it go on here on the thing again. Many African Americans fear to invest their time and money in something that will require a follow through of work and study. They trust gambling more than they trust in venturing into business. A business investment is less than a gamble. That is why they don't call it a gamble. They refer to it in privacy or in certain restricted situations as a risk. But business is in itself is not gambling. Business is planning. When it comes to planning, we give up because it requires thought and follow through. And it's go on. The greatest, the fear to be wrong. The greatest and most exacting fear that takes place most from our potential, our ability is the fear to be wrong. When the Caucasian said that we were not equal with him and that our intelligence was inferior to his, it made us so afraid to make a mistake. Many of us think that any mistake we make reinforces or helps to substantiate that we are inferior. Most of our failure in academia, business, and many other places are due to this fear that we will make a mistake, that we will be caught wrong. There are people who come to the masjid where I reside as imam. Now then, I'm still quoting Imam Muhammad now. People who see me every Friday, I can feel, now I must give my testimony, I can feel definitely what he's saying right now on this. But people who see me every Friday and every Sunday, but they are not supporting members of our community in any way other than just being present. Yet I know there's help out there among them, but no help comes forward because they are shy, afraid of making a mistake, of being wrong. And I think, there's some more here. So bear with me. You should not be afraid to make a mistake or be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to risk losing an investment. You may have to lose before you win. Losing will give you the experience to win. When you lose, you will study what caused you to lose. Some of the greatest help that you can get in acquiring knowledge is from making a mistake. When you do something wrong and detect your mistake, it sticks with you a long time. It becomes engraved. Thus, losing after making an effort can be turned to an advantage in the acquisition of knowledge. Oh, and then that's what we looked at last week from the quotes from a raisin in the sun. Let me see what follows that. I think we gave. Oh yeah, this is another verse from the Quran here, 35:33. Just since I'm on it now, where Allah talks about what he talks about gold bracelets and pearls and garments of silk, and so the thinking of a lot of Muslims, particularly men, we cannot wear silk. I was talking to some dear beloved good friends of mine. I mean, we're very close, and when I told the wife, she's from not our cultural background, but her husband is African American, and I'm just dealing with a situation that took place. And he was looking at the suits, and he said, "Well, what about some ties?" I said, "Well, I can give you the connection where I buy my ties from, 100% ties with a pocket square." First thing his wife said, "Oh, we Muslims not supposed to wear silk." So I'm like, "Well, this one do." I just left it at that, because there are going to be some people you cannot convince that, in any other way of their thinking. So since I'm on this slide, it's showing about gold, pearls, and silk garments, where Allah talks about here in this verse, it's right here in the verse. وَلِبَاسُهُمْ, their garments will be of silk. And look at where do I have it up? No, the silk. The silk down is at the bottom. Silk, the global market is currently valued at 16.94 billion, with projections to reach 37.3 billion by 2032. And look at all these things. He mentioned the pearls and things, the different type of pearls, the value of them. Right here in the Quran. So that's what I have done, gone throughout the Quran, showing these different monetary things. So do anyone have any comments to make on where we at thus far before I go into this last presentation from why we have convened today?
I think Bilal has his hand up, Munir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. And, we want to make sure to remember that marriage is excellent for social establishment and business establishment and economics. Praise be to Allah. And also, when we praying as Muslims, we praying as a true follower of Muhammad the Prophet. And so we will be with our Christian people and others to establish business plans with them. And we'll see the growth of our neighborhood and the growth of the society, real business accomplishment, and joining with other people and really taking care of business. And when it comes to how we should look at being prosperous, go into the Quran and seek out, like the Imam did, seek out those things that would do great things to our psyche. And we don't want to get that type of behavior from nobody else but the Quran in the life of the prophet. You want to be motivated? Go into the book of Allah. Go into the character of the prophet. Always go into what Allah have left for us to get the best out it for us and everybody else. That's a key thing. Don't let me tell you something. There's no greater motivation that you'll get for your mind and for your soul than what you won't get from the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet. I will leave all the rest of them. I will leave all the rest of those motivators and influencers. If you can't get it from Quran and Sunnah, you ain't getting the real deal for yourself. So praise be to Allah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, brother. Wa alaikum assalam. Anyone else before we move into this last slide here? Please do so.
How you doing, sir?
Hey, got a question.
Yes, sir.
What would be a non-residue tape?
Is he talking, brother, or is that for us or someone you're talking to in your
The
surroundings?
guy,
So
well,
please
I looked at the video, right? I'm finna put my my bug shield. It's a plastic bug shield, right? So they tell
Can
you
someone get him to
the
silence his
outline
mic?
at first, the non-residue tape.
Hey, let me
Now I
find.
got that blue tape to the house.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's non-residue.
Can we get his attention?
You think?
It's a delicate, so that's, let's see if they say anything.
So I know you sometimes you don't see stuff you see on the video, right?
Right.
So he had white tape, right?
Right.
So I looked down there, I see, well, oh yeah, I see, well, just cause he got white tape, that don't mean Lowe's gonna have white tape.
Right,
So
right.
I got
Sister
plenty
Manira,
of
can
blue
we do
tape, right?
something about his
I'm
conversation?
trying to mute him.
Which doesn't
Okay.
stick to the window or
They're bringing up.
the building. Yeah. The one I looked at on my phone had 3M on it. I said 3M.
They're showing the green one,
Oh yeah.
which would be
This one?
this one.
I had to get back
Oh.
in the whole
Rough
seat
surface.
to mute him.
Oh yeah.
5-day clean removal.
5-day clean removal.
So
What that mean?
Okay, he's muted.
Okay. Now, do I need to do
saying-
anything back to walk me back? Am I ready to share?
Okay, let me put you back in the whole seat.
Because I'm up on the screen where it says share.
Okay, you can share now. You're in the whole seat now.
Okay. Thank you. Just remember, if you all will, and I'm talking to myself too, that when you're not speaking, please be conscious and check to see if you are on mute. Again, this is the same similar slide that you're seeing in all the presentations. I have this at the beginning and the end of all my presentations. I was doing the same thing when I was streaming live on Facebook, and since I'm not doing it as of yet, I probably started back in another form in the near future. So these are upcoming events in our community, and many of these are religious, are massages and centers around the country, et cetera, et cetera. So again, some are also, I just took the liberty foremost and first to promote us in this format. The verse again from the Quran, we'll bypass that. And we're asking you to support these institution fundraising efforts. And I'm assuming AM 360 is always trying to raise some funds to stay in existence, serving the American Muslim community and beyond. American Muslim 360 is the #1 Islamic radio station in the world. I know it's got in the nation here. I just put that there. And broadcasting arm of community-wide Shura Conference. AM 360 is one of the several integrated intelligentsia components serving the American Muslim community and beyond. AM 360 is where your intellect is respected and your voice is protected. So the number you can reach out is 708-220-2496. And this is in alphabetical order. Biloxi Islamic Center, where I currently serve as the imam. We start our Salat al-Jumu'ah Akbar at 1:30 Central Time Zone. And of course, you can reach out to me. You see my number there on the screen. And we had we was hosted twice, I think, by AM 360. And I'm looking forward to the next time they extend us an invitation for our Kukba in the near future. An event that's planned, our host is Khalida Akbar. She has given me opportunity and invitation to come and be part of Bless, building life, elevating sustainable societies. The registration fee is $99. The hotel has been set up where we're going to have this, and for you to take your stay at. Reservation is for $99 through 10/4/25. You can contact Khalida. You see her number here on the screen for further details in our information. The Clara Muhammad School of Nashville, they're having their 54th annual benefit dinner. The guest for the weekend, and I know I'm not getting exactly everything I have typed here, is Imam Rashad Abdul Rahman. This would take place in October, that's October 4th of this year. And you can see the information on the screen. And I know I mentioned this last week. Any of these slides that I've shown, other than anything from the piece on the Quran, they are available to you in the PDF format. So I'm give my number slowly, 228-209-2877. If you call or text me and say, I want such and such slide, I will convert it to the PDF and I would send it to you in that format. So again, back to this right here. That's October 4th, beginning at 6:30. Tickets are $100. You see their number there on the screen. Call Imam Hamid there in Nashville. Collected Conversations. This is a piece that take place every Monday night, different subjects, and you can see some of the subjects that we are discussing. And it's sponsored by Graceline, the proposed credit union. Obtainable housing, wealth creation, investments, financial freedom, startup business, Wheels Trust, small business growth events that affect us. And this is done by Zoom. You can go to gracelinecommunity.org to get more information, or you can, or I can text you this flyer if you would like to have that. Community-wide Shura Conference, unleashing and harnessing the full capacity inherent in the growth intellect. Together we can remake the world. And the contact number there as well, you can see on the screen. Join us every Monday, 7. You see the times on here. I just point that to you. And of course, this is a slide for the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute that we was using way back when. What we do: name a business, start a business, market a business, write a business plan, get financing, and more. You know how to get in contact with us. Our number is there. I didn't know this right here. This is a vision that I have. If you all allow me to elaborate on this just a little bit. This building exists, as you see it, in Biloxi, on one of the main streets well, actually it's not just in the African-American neighborhood, but when you get in our neighborhood, the scenery change a little bit, okay? But this used to be a grocery store from what I was told years ago. So I've taken these pictures, been having them, because the building is up for sale. So I thought about it the other day. I said, wait a minute, because we were looking at it for a match day, okay? We went to look at it, and I said, no, I think that would be a good location for the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute. And so I took that little image and I put up there on the photo with all these apps you got out here to do things. And I said, we're helping people to do for self. So this is going back to having that entrepreneurial spirit where you start looking ahead to see things. Okay. And yes, they are asking right at $300,000 for that building, which no one is going to pay for that, you know, in everything. So, but we have to start envisioning these things that we want. And so that's why I put that up there as a motivator, because none of us know what Allah going to have, what He have us in store for us tomorrow. Okay. I'm asking, I do have this commentary on the selected verses of the Holy Quran on hand as a means of trying to raise some funding for the EAD Institute. The book is $45 plus shipping and handling. I don't have enough on hand to wholesale, okay, at this particular time. So that's what the retail price is. Where are we here? And also Fasting for Allah in the Blessed Month of Ramadan, Book 5 of the Mighty Five. This is a book that Imam Vernon Farid did. And may Allah have him along in the paradise with Imam Muhammad's father, and other great men and women from our community, and other ones as well, for writing this book. This book came available because I've been working with Dr. Sawir Farid, the widow of Imam Vernon, for going on 6 years now, starting with the Uniformity in Prayer book. And we have yet to meet in person, but the point is, I started helping her market that book. And then I think one Ramadan or two Ramadans ago, she made this one available, Fasting for Allah in the Blessed Month of Ramadan. So I have some of those on hand, not enough for retail. I mean, not enough for wholesale. So, but I'm using this as a means for someone who want to give support to the EAD Institute. Masjid Muhammad in Jackson, Mississippi. They are trying to build a new masjid there. You can see Imam Amin's number here on this particular slide to give him a contact and to get more information on their efforts. Muslim Center of Montgomery, Imam Mikhail Sabri. This is a drawing of how their masjid will look when they finish it. His number is here. His cell number is the one on below. He said you can get him more readily by calling him on his cell number. He's dealing with youth mentorship as well. And you can see the times. He has already started that. They do it 10 to 12. Muslim Cultural Con, they have another planned event. No, this is for their fundraiser. This is for their virtual fundraiser. I removed the other one that I had here talking about the event. They're doing the fundraisers to raise funding to cover the costs of the event, and we know what that entails. I don't have a number here. I know I got the number of a few people, and I failed to put them up there. So forgive me for that. Yes, here's the one. That's the one that they published first. But you can find, I think they have a Facebook page, Muslim Cultural Con. They have a Facebook page. I do know that, and also if I didn't mention, I'm the convener for the Southern section, the convener of imams. I do know one of their representative, I forget that young brother's name, a week ago in our conveners meeting, he came on and gave his presentation of seeking funding to put on this event. And the conveners of Imam, we agreed to get them, make a donation to them for this event. And this is what I'm going to be participating in today. starting at 1 o'clock. And one of the participants of this particular youth summit dealing with entrepreneurship. And so we will be participating in that as well. And I think that's, yeah, it wasn't the last one. This is something one of the board members of the proposed credit union Graceline is doing at the Masjid Muhammad, where he's a member of Imam Talib. I think it's Talib. He's doing these presentations for the community there. He's not streaming it on Zoom or anything. He's doing them there. But I thought I would share because he deal with things protecting your bank account, how to do a will of trust, POA, healthcare, POA, advanced directed living will, planned funeral and burial arrangements. And same thing, if someone show up, you know, and I have the same disclaimer for us. So anyone have any questions concerning what the slides we just shown, please do, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability.
Assalamu alaikum. Praise be to Allah. I want to make kind of like a music comment, but I got something serious behind that. When you changing from your slide, the sound I hear to change, and I said, I know you're a great business person, and I said, that brother.
Well, let me show that. That is, you know, when you're using you know, this technology from Microscope or whoever it is, they allow you to put certain things assigned. So that's a cash register. That's out of a cash register. Yeah.
And look, let me tell you something, brother. I expect that of you. So praise be to Allah. Alhamdulillah. Look, look, here we are. We here in America, right? We in the minority, right? But so we're going to be building our life, our community life as a minority. And the more we put into the benefit of everybody else, the greater we will grow in the world. And also, remember, we are an instrument of God, right? But we visionaries. We don't look at things as obstruction or we praying nothing. You know, we out here, we want to develop ourselves as individuals for the whole of our community, for the whole society, and it's Allah who's gonna say, being it is for us. But that's our spirit. We look, every Allah changed a minus into a plus, and He also changed a plus into a minus. And remember, Allah is doing a job on us, for us, and Allah don't shortchange. He don't stop until He done perfected His will. So we in Allah's will and plan for humanity. And that's our spirit. We go forward with that. So praise be to Allah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Anyone else? And I'll tell you after why I pulled up this one, even though I didn't have it planned to show, but I'm gonna share it with you all anyway, and I'll tell you why I'm gonna share it with you. Anyone have any questions?
Muhammad Sharif has his hand up.
Go ahead, Brother Muhammad.
Is Imam Tariq? I
don't know. I don't know. I need to know why you asking first.
No, I'm not asking.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is me.
Right. Yes, I'm want to congratulate you. And every time I hear that cash register sound,
okay,
and we believe you have the discipline to keep some of that cash money. Keep it. Keep some of it.
Sir.
Allahu Akbar.
Well, anyone else before I get into this one, even though it wasn't planned? When I try to, I'm an organized type of person, but I think in looking at the time, I think I have a little time. I just want to show you this, what I'm gonna be showing those young folks today. Okay. And I put this together. Now, some of these young men and women have probably got 5, maybe to 10 years of age added to them since I put this together, okay? So I just want to share this. Businesses and organizations established by young males and females. And again, it go way back. This is Sarah Rector. She became, at the age of 10, the richest African-American child in America due to her lineage from the Creek Nation as part of reparations. They got oil that was discovered on property. So by 1912, the revenue from this oil was $371,000 per year, roughly in today's $6.5 million. And so I'm gonna just kind of paraphrasing a lot of this. Jelena Jones, Bath Products. This was about maybe between 5 and 10 years ago, maybe not quite 10 when I put this together. But at the time that I put it together, this were their ages. I put it in that context, okay? 9 years of age. 9 years of age. And again, the Billingsley boys, they bake cookies. Okay, and the youngest one was 5 years of age. The 5 years of age, I think that's the one holding the cookies right here. Okay. Marsha Martin, at just 14 years of age, youngest executive producer in the world. She played on that TV show Blackish at the age of 13. Gabby Goodwin, Gabby Fun for Hair, 12 years of age, entrepreneur, and her mom created a brand new product that all girls must have as a kid, et cetera, et cetera. So you can see some of the dates on here in 2015, 2016, some of the things that they got in recognition. Is that that's the same one? Did I do that over? Yes, that's the same one. No, it's another thing that her and her mother did. The founders of Mama and Me Entrepreneurship Academy. Kalima McKeever, clothing, 13 years of old, founder and CEO of Dinker Styles LLC. Samara Mehta, dealing with coding, 10 years of age at the time. Henry Berner, founder of Buttonsmith, dealing with buttons for clothing and everything. And the pins you put on yourself. Asia Newsom, super business girl. And let me see what product she made. She also offers how to be a youthpreneur workshops, which teach students from 4th to 12th grade about entrepreneurship. Michaela Ulmer, Me and the Bees Lemonade, 11 years of age, when she was stung by a bee, led her to doing this lemonade that's now, I don't know if it's still in Starbucks and Whole Foods, but I do know I've seen it in Whole Foods. Corey Nees, Mr. Corey's Cookies at 13. Mo Bridges, bow ties, 9 years of age, with the help of his mother, started making bow ties. And it was said, one of his clients was former President Barack Obama and Steve Harvey. Natalie McGrill, an author, 9 years of age. Bishop Carey. Now, I don't know if this product right here came to an existence, but at 10, he came about doing this product for people who leave their children in cars in the heat, and they end up dying in that car. John Corin, socks. I don't have his age here. Maybe it was a typo on my part, but he was a young man. Joshua Williams, Joshua's Heart Foundation, 14 years of age, a nonprofit organization. Essence Moore, and you can see the things that, started designing clothing at 6. Donovan Tyree, Tall and Trouble Bath, 13 years of age at the time. Bath products, soaps. Marley Diaz, books. Started at 12. Well, at the time when did this, is the 12-year-old creator of 1,000 Black Girl Books campaign. Zandra Azaria Cunningham, beauty products, 16. Lena Archer, and she dealt with 8 years old at the time, her vision, dealing with all natural products for hair and body care. Haley Thomas, salads. Started at the age of 15. She found healthy, active, positive, purposeful youth. Happy. Bree and Haley Holmes, and Sweet Dream Girls, a lifestyle brand of junior apparel, funky sneakers and accessories. 16, 22 and 16 years of age. Jalen Bledsoe, Global Group. At 12, Jalen Bledsoe started his own information technology consulting business called Bledsoe Technology. Madison Star and Mallory Ayana, beauty and body care company, 12 and 10 years of age. Jeremiah Jones, Joe Youngin and Company, 14 years of age. What was he doing? Motivational talks and school tours. Gabrielle Jordan, jewelry, 16 years of age. Maya Penn, 16 years of age, CEO of her own fashion company. Zandra Cunningham, beauty products, she was 17. Brandon and Iverson and Jordan Williams, their own clothing brand. I don't have that. They was teenagers. They're teenagers at the time. And I recently put this one here because it just came through the news feed on social media 2 days ago, and I thought it was interesting. But Heman Belke, a 15-year-old from Fairfax, Virginia, was named Time Magazine's 2024 Kid of the Year. And he came up with something to deal with the heat, a skin product, a soap to deal with the heat that those people was bearing in Ethiopia from the heat of the sun. So I thought I would share that. If anyone have any comments on that piece, you please do so at this time. Anything we've presented thus far, because we got coming into 20 minutes left before the program ends. So this is your time to make some comments.
Alhamdulillah. I'm so happy to see so many young people that don't have the fear to go forward and tackle business and entrepreneurship, of the mindset that age is not a factor. We're going to want to do this now. And Allah blesses them with what they need. And it's just another reason why we have to collectively create the climate for success, and including the legal atmosphere, the legalities of protection and what we do as a part of our protecting from loss. That's a part of the climate for success, and go forward in all areas of life, So it's sometimes the youth give us the charge that we need, and I'm very happy to see that slide.
Yeah. And like I said, the reason I put it together, and I owe my beginning, if I didn't share this, it took at the time, my great niece, I think she was either, let me see, she's 22 now, maybe she was 15. And I had previously shown some products and things. I do recall when I was at the National Muslim Business Conference hosted by David Hassan, may Allah have him also in the best place in paradise. I had my opportunity to be there along with Imam Yahya Abdullah, because we was in doing business together. That's when he had brokered the deal with the manufacturers in China to get in and everything you wanted to get out of China, except laptops, car tires, and cell phones. And so we was there showing the some of the products that was available. And I had not learned how to do PowerPoint presentations at the time, so I was just showing the PDF format of them. So it took my well, she was in junior high school when she said, let me show you how to make these PowerPoints. Okay. So my little 12, I believe 12, 13-year-old niece showed me how to do the PowerPoints. Yeah. And I told her I was going to pay her. I never paid her to this day yet. Not for that. So, but anyway, those kids has a lot to share with us. A whole lot.
Brother Bilal has his hand raised.
Go ahead, brother.
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, that was my focus, and I was listening also, Ken, in my mind that, as parents, auntie, relatives, and stuff, let's find somebody in our family and put them into a business.
Mm-hmm.
One of the young people, put them to a business. Not only that, the business persons. I see a great need if businessmen will come together with their business and their finance, and they collaborate and form a business pack and support each other, whether it be monetary and the all the different products together, put your package together, put in the Muslim Journal, and let us see that as an effort that gonna push us into the future by supporting our business. Look, I'm not talking about no buy black. I'm talking about supporting our businesses and make this, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So any product that we have in our community, inshallah, maybe I put something together. I work with Sister Mom. We put something together and see about us just making that a thrust of the community. All the Muslim businesses, let's go ahead and just make that a movement to just support them and however way we can. So inshallah, put that in our minds also, and we go ahead on to do that. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Brother, my memory, and I need to go back and look through the library of the lectures
of
Imam Muhammad. If I'm not mistaken, he made some comments on a Muslim business directory. And I do know we had started an effort years ago in the Southern section to look at doing that, compiling those businesses. And I was one of the persons that volunteer and say, yeah, I help. So I'm going to revisit that. So we can be aware of that business directory.
That'd be good. See, that might be a good good thing for we have a group that meet at 7:00 tonight also, and that might be one of our functions. Sister Nala, you're still online. We might want to do that as our function and get that going. So so praise be to Allah. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum.
In Robbins, where my family home is, twice a week there's a flea market, and people can go there. I haven't sold there in years and years and years. Back in the day when I would go there and sell, you go in there, you just pay $10 for your space, and you can sell. Creating those bazaars. So people not looking at overhead and of a brick and mortar business, but creating those bazaars and opportunities for people to do business with each other while bringing in a little money for the land is a great community effort, And we had all kind of things there. Some of the farmers would bring their produce. People would sell used items or new items. The men selling tools really brought in uh, money, used tools for sale and things like that, and appliances, everything. Anything you want, you can find there. From people paying $10 for a table and setting up to sell whatever they needed. And these opportunities create community and they create access. And people pass out their business cards or where to call them. Some people would make appointments and come to your home, do your braids, or you know, things like that. So it's creating those atmospheres. Atlanta does a great job. Every Friday after gym, the parking lot is filled with vendors. You know, and you can buy your meat. Clothing, soap, oils, bean pies, anything you want. So much stuff. There's different varieties of things out there for sale. Every Friday after July. So you shop with your community first and then go outside of that. Your detergent is there, toilet paper, everything they have, herbs,
Well,
everything.
sister, if I may just briefly, sorry for the interruption. I don't want to forget to make
I was
mention of
done.
this. If
I
my
was done.
memory
You didn't.
serve correct, now I'm connecting with what you're talking about at the match day in Atlanta. If my memory serves me correct, and I'm correct on what I'm getting ready to bring, is that when the prophet built the first masjid in Medina, the next thing that he did was establish a marketplace. A marketplace. And I want to also go back to something you mentioned here about business cards. I do have a presentation on how to design a business card. I took that from my supplier, or who I get my business card from. I reached out to them and asked them permission to use it. And many of the other slides I have, I reached out to the people. They all gave me permission, except they said, don't put our logo on that. And I can understand that. At least they gave me permission. But one of the things that we get challenged with, what they said in marketing from the, you should give 3 business cards to that person. And so I know me, I'm like, 3? Man, these cards cost me. So we got to overcome all of that. Because if you get 3 business cards, and I understand the wisdom, but nowadays with this technology, we can get a screenshot, because I have downloaded the image of I have 3 different business cards, the one for the suits, the one for the Entrepreneurs Institute, and I have an image of them. And so if I'm out of cards, in which I try to keep cards too now, I say, what's your phone number? And I text it to them. So we have to utilize any means we can to let people know we got a product in our service. So pardon me for the interrupting, but like I said, when you mentioned those things, I just wanted to make those comments.
I was done, so no interruption, no
Okay,
apology
well,
needed.
thank you. Is there anyone else that need to make some corrections? Please do so at this time. You don't want to do it here, my number, you see it on the screen, give me a call, let's have a conversation. And because we got to be that community that Allah has said we are, and Imam Muhammad brought to our attention. Because everything he brought to us, he was influenced by what Allah blessed him to understand from the Quran and the life of Prophet Muhammad in his environment. And we can't miss or go wrong when we implement those 3 sources foremost and first. You can't fail. You won't fail. You're gonna run into some resistance, some setbacks, some disappointments. If I start telling you about the disappointments that I've had in my life trying to be a business person, you're like, oh, he's still sane. But that's come from keeping a relationship, if I should use that context, with Allah, and being established in your prayers, as Allah tells us in the Quran. And because Allah talk about, you don't let business even stop you from the remembrance of Allah in establishing your prayer. So he don't say don't do business, but don't let it stop you from Allah's remembrance and establishing the prayer. I used to be working with a brother at the marketplace up in Elysian Fields in New Orleans, and a lot of Muslims was out there. And when prayer time come, I was one of them. I never seen too many. I didn't see anyone to this senior brother. Well, his beard made me think he was a senior. At his little booth, a table, he had a little area he had carved out to do prayer. And I'm like, wow, that inspired me so much. So I started going over there doing my prayer. And another thing, many of them did not stop and go to Salatul Jumu'at. And so the brother that I was working for with, I said, brother, I feel very uncomfortable. I'm not able to go to Salatul Jumu'at. And so I said, even when you're not here, I would like to cover up this table like I think the brother's name was Ali, and start going with him to Salatul Jumu'at. Sales did not go down. They did not go down. Yeah. So if you all will afford me, if there's not anything else, I know we got 10 more minutes, but again, I want to, I'm time conscious. I want to give myself enough break and time to go to my next designation to be prepared for that youth summit that I'm participating in. So do I have y'all permission and support to end here?
I heard someone trying to ask a question.
Go ahead. Someone's trying to answer a question. Please go ahead.
It was a female voice.
Sister, please go ahead.
Maybe they changed their mind. So, alhamdulillah. Yes,
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Go ahead, dear brother.
Yes, yeah, go ahead on, brother, and take care of your business. Praise be to Allah. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Sister Manira, is this good to end here?
Yeah, yes, sir. Most
okay,
definitely.
Again, if anyone have any questions or concerns, my number, you see it on the screen, give me a call or text me. And if I don't respond immediately to the text or call, I will get back to you at my earliest convenience, okay?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you. Thank you for today's presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Forward to being back here next Saturday. Everybody that's here, please return. Same time, same channel, and bring a friend.
In this group, Manir, I wanted to give this before I sign off. If I don't have it in front of me, but I think the next presentation next week will be how to choose a business name. How to choose a business name, okay?
Okay, alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum, and I want to extend my forgiveness to all of you all if I said anything made you feel uncomfortable, out of order. My intentions were up here to say and only present the best. Okay, so assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Saturday, the rest of your day. I know I'm inspired to be more productive and maybe get back into business and doing business. It's a good time for it. So, alhamdulillah, we pray that you are too. And we'll see you next Saturday, inshallah. Bring a friend with you. All right. So, let's see. Let me get back into the host seat so we can end properly. Alhamdulillah. So, assalamu alaikum to everyone that is listening and that has joined.